Hey there, Red Devils fans! We've got some thrilling updates for you. Please subscribe and turn on notification for daily Manchester United news updates. The supercomputer is back, and this time it has predicted who will land the last Champions League spot. Currently, Aston Villa are in the 4th spot in the Premier League, but Tottenham and Manchester United are also chasing down Unai Emery's side. Tottenham dropped points after being thrashed 3-0 against Fulham, while Aston Villa struggled to only secure a point against West Ham, whereas Manchester United had a terrific extra-time victory against Liverpool in the FA Cup quarter-finals on Sunday. Fans are now second-guessing who is going to land that final guaranteed Champions League spot this season. And the betting expert's supercomputer, Betsy, has run the numbers from last season, pre-season, and the current season to see how the title race will unfold. Villa are set to hold onto their Champions League spot, while Tottenham and United must settle for a Europa League spot, as they are set to finish 5th and 6th respectively. There is still some hope for Tottenham, though, as it's possible the Premier League will be awarded 5 places in the Champions League, which would mean they qualify. Meanwhile, Chelsea are set to make an impressive comeback to finish 7th and snap up the last European spot. And for Mikel Arteta, Arsenal will end their trophy drought as they are in line to finally secure the Premier League title. Liverpool crashed out of the FA Cup on Sunday, Amad Diallo's 121st-minute goal, which saw their hopes of a historic quadruple being crushed. But now it looks that the league title will also be out of their reach, leaving them to fight for Europa League victory. On the other end of the table, Nottingham Forest have slumped into the relegation zone after being slapped with a 4-point reduction for breaching profit and sustainability rules. And now Forest's relegation probability has increased from 5.6% before deduction to 22.7%. But Nuno Espirito Santo's side are tipped to avoid demotion by 4 points, with Luton projected to finish below them at 18th. Meanwhile, Nottingham Forest face another points deduction next season, unless they sell a star player by the end of June. Forest are still seething at the 4-point deduction imposed on Monday by an independent commission into the admitted breach of Premier League profitability and sustainability rules. The City Ground Club conceded to the commission that they had lost $95,536,000 over 3 years. With only 1 year in the top flight and 2 of those seasons in the championship, Forest were only permitted allowable losses of $61 million, meaning they bust the limit by $34,536 million. And the numbers contained in the official written reasons by the 3-man commission show that Forest are already up to 26 million over their maximum loss limit for this season. Forest's calculations, submitted to the Premier League, showed a loss of $40 million in the 2021-22 season and a further deficit of $52 million last term. But even with 2 seasons in the Premier League, they are limited to cumulative losses of $83 million for the 3 terms, including this campaign. That means the club went into this season $9 million over the limit, risking at least a 3-point deduction. Forest then told the commission the club was projecting to realize losses of approximately $17 million for the year ending 30th of June 2024. On a best-case scenario, according to their own calculations, Forest will be in breach of the limit by between $21 million and $26 million. But Forest's initial calculations last season were based on them finishing 12th. Their 16th placed finish meant $12.5 million in lost prize money. If a similar overestimate of Nuno Espirito Santos's side has been made this season, and the calculation took place before the commission's points deduction decision, then the scale of the breach would be close to the same $34.5 million mark that was so costly at the hearing. The only way, then, to avoid being in breach once again would be to sell a major player, raising $30 million plus in revenue before the end of the financial year on June 30th. Morgan Gibbs-White would be the obvious asset to cash in on, but Forest would lose at least $15 million in amortization costs on any sale, meaning they would need to get a $45 million fee to be confident of clearing the breach hurdle. If Forest do stay up despite Monday's loss of 4 points, then they would face a repeat of the proceedings of the past 2 months at the same stage of next season's Prem campaign, and the likelihood of a tougher sanction. And even if they are relegated, then the later accounting reporting date for the EFL would be likely to see a deduction of Premier League points in 2025-26 if they were to earn promotion back to the top flight at the first opportunity. Again and again. Kobbie Mainoo is promoted to England's senior squad, despite no players dropping out, as Gareth Southgate recognizes 18-year-old's brilliant Man United form. Manchester United star Kobbie Mainoo has been handed his first-ever senior England call-up ahead of their upcoming friendlies. The 18-year-old was initially part of the under-21 squad, but has been drafted into Gareth Southgate's group for their matches later this month. All other 25 players reported to St. George's Park on Tuesday ahead of the forthcoming internationals against Brazil and Belgium. Manchester United midfielder Mainoo has previously represented England at U17 through to U19 level, but is yet to be capped at U20 or U21 level. Mail Sport reported last month that Mainoo was planning to keep his international options open amid interest from Ghana. Mainoo, who was born in Stockport to Ghanaian parents, had been courted by the Ghana Football Association, who recently described the midfielder as an incredible talent. The Stockport-born midfield player qualifies for Ghana through his parents, with Ghana FA board member Randy Abbey telling The Times that they are hopeful of persuading Mainoo to switch his allegiance to the Black Stars. However, those hopes have faded as England have swooped in and offered the teenager a chance to make his senior international debut later this month. Under FIFA eligibility rules, a player can change their nationality at any time if they have only played in friendlies, while those aged under 21 can also switch after 3 years if they have played fewer than 3 competitive matches. Mainoo has made 20 appearances for United this season, including their dramatic 4-3 win over rivals Liverpool in their FA Cup quarter-final clash. England have friendlies against Brazil and Belgium and warm-up games against Bosnia and Herzegovina and Iceland in June. They will then begin their next UEFA Nations League campaign with matches against the Republic of Ireland and Finland in September. Former England international Ian Wright recently argued that Mainoo must be selected by Southgate for the upcoming matches. Wright posted on X, formerly Twitter, "Kobbie Mainoo has to be in the next England squad. Such maturity in chaotic conditions that we've not seen from an England player in a long time. Impressed every time I watch him." Moving on.